Hey everyone, welcome to the channel or welcome back. Either way, it's great to have you here. So for this particular sneaker, I think it's a perfect sneaker for Halloween on so many levels, and I'm definitely going to get into that as to why. And of course, for more detailed pictures and the review, that will be found in the link in the description at chiplifestyle.com. So please make sure you do check out that and the video because your support does go a long way. But without further ado, let's bring out the sneakers. As you can tell, this is very Halloween themed. You see over here the skull on one side and then the jack-o'-lantern on the other side. This packaging is for Reebok's Boktober pack. And just also want to give a quick shout out to Brendan Dunn. Brendan Dunn, if you don't know, he's a sneaker OG, big writer. He's also the host of a sneaker talk show called Full Size Run. And on this show, he's been wearing Reeboks like consecutively for I don't even know, but for a very long time, and he's kind of mastered the puns. And Boktober is something that he first said, and Boktober is Reebok October. So Reebok should be giving him credit where credit is due because he's the OG Bok boy, and you know we wouldn't really be here without his puns. So without further ado, I do want to continue on with the sneaker and what's inside. So for Boktober, Reebok has taken 3 classic beloved basketball retros and they kind of gave this Halloween theme makeover to it. So this is just one of the 3. So the other 2 include the Kamikaze 2s and of course the Shacknoses. So those are very beloved sneakers. I don't have those Halloween themes because I do have the other iterations, and you would have seen that on my Bruce Lee video that I did recently as well. So for these, let's get into it and let's see what's so special about these particular sneaker and why I believe these are actually the perfect sneaker for Halloween. So before I continue, if you actually look at the tag and the display, what I really like about it is like that 2000s RBK logo. That just kind of makes me already nostalgic because that reminds me of like the 2000s and growing up seeing that Reebok logo, and that's really dope. And that was just kind of like the era. So let's pull it out, see what's inside. You can already see as well, right on the tissue paper, the packaging paper, there's like the creepy spiders kind of thing, like the Halloween decorations, as you can tell. And then this is really dope. So let me just bring it out all the way. You can kind of tell over here, you know, Boktober on both sides. This is a really nice touch. I really like the way that they kind of went all out for this Halloween themed sneaker. But as you can tell, right, the spider tissue paper, what's inside. These are the question mids, the special Boktober packaging, and let's just kind of get into the details of these. But let me just pull it out for both of them just to see what we're working with. And bam, like you can kind of tell over here, these are super clean, but I'll get into more on why these are the perfect Halloween sneakers in just a little minute. Okay, so the sneakers are out of the box. Man, these are super nice. If you don't know what these sneakers are, they are the question mids. These are Allen Iverson's signature sneakers. They're probably Reebok's maybe one of the most successful sneakers that they have, not just for basketball but just like overall. And I think these are really nice throughout, and I'll get into really like why Reebok has been killing it, especially when it comes to the collaborations or like the themed sneakers that they have. But in terms of the question mids, you know, like I think these particular colorway for Boktober, they still, you know, made it Halloween themed, perfect for that, but also made it relatable and tie it back into Allen Iverson. So let's actually look at the back as well, like right at the heel. So if you notice over here, right, you see like the little kind of tombstones that actually, like if you put it together, it says ankles. So it's kind of like RIP ankles because Allen Iverson is known for his killer crossover. He's definitely broken a couple of knees back in the day. He even put MJ on skates from his rookie year in the question. So like that's just kind of like one of those things that when you think about Allen Iverson, you know of, right? And I think that's really dope. And then you kind of just have throughout as well these little details as well, like I think the Reeboks as well, right? Like this is like the question, like when you see the questions on the retail stores, you would always kind of see like maybe a different toe box, maybe like a little special detailing on the eyelets, right? For this one, it's kind of like this bone white, almost like a yellowing as well on the upper, but we'll get into more details on that. You see the outsole as well, it's kind of like this yellow gum kind of colorway. I think that's really interesting. So where they have the ankles, that's usually where they have the number 3, because that's AI's number. And then of course they also have like the question logo here as well. And of course inside as well, right, if you take a look into it, you can see, like, of course CHIPlifestyle.com will have the detailed pictures, but you will have like this kind of like ghost graphic for a sock liner, which is really dope, and I think that's consistent in all 3 of this. In terms of the specs, of course you already see the Hexalite cushioning on the midsole, but of course the EVA midsole is here as well. That's something that you would notice with any of the other questions, but nonetheless, let's talk about why this is so dope. So cool, like it's like a bone white upper, sure, but if you actually take a further look, you kind of already see something's kind of like coming out. And what this is that this particular sneaker, like the upper, the textile, right, it's this kind of, it's a tearaway textile, so it's actually made for you to kind of distress, and underneath is actually like a hidden Halloween themed artwork. So I think that's really dope, because if you know about Allen Iverson, he's of course like a rugged person, like a rugged baller, I would say, but he's very emotional as well. He has so many different layers. So once again, kind of like the ankles breaking, this is another kind of like maybe indirectly nod to AI. So I think that's such a perfect thing. And the way it is that you can customize it like as much as you want to and where you want to, because I believe the entire upper is customizable when you distress. So once again, like AI with the dress code, you kind of make it your own and you express yourself. So I think that's really dope. So I really want to get into the distressing, and of course when you see the thumbnail, you probably be confused, and this is the part of the video that makes sense. So let's get into the distressing of these particular sneakers. Alright everyone, so the distressing is finally done, and I don't know, for now this is how it's gonna be, because honestly I kind of wore myself out, if I'm being honest with you. And you know, fair warning as well, like if you are a child or something like that, like have adult supervision, because I'm not gonna lie, I actually injured myself doing this with the knife. So just make sure you are being careful and being cautious. In terms of the actual distressing, right, so it's kind of cool just to, like, you know, do it as you saw, like you just saw a clip of that. But what I would say is that, you know, like it's not completely distressed. You know, like I don't think the whole entire layer is able to be distressed. Like I kind of messed up over here back in the back, because I thought that was also being able to distress, but when I actually take a look into it, you know, it's actually just like it's not actually part of that. So I think that's just kind of a bit disappointing, but you know what, I think like the little scratches kind of give that, you know, nice raggedy touch, the nice distressed touch. So I think that's what I really do like. In terms of sizing, go true to size. And you know, I did mention about like the sock liner and how I think that's the same. I actually saw another video who had the other 2 pairs in the collection, and they're all different. So that's another nice touch by Reebok. So all in all, this is a solid pair for Halloween, and I'm definitely excited to you know, wear these out. And I think like it's going to be perfect for the month of October. I don't know about the rest of the month, but maybe because I don't think it's as you know, blatant Halloween, so maybe I can get away with it. But nonetheless, these are the perfect Halloween shoes in my opinion. Regardless of, you know, the cons and the negatives, I still think that the pros of this sneaker and just kind of how fun it was, and even though I messed up like the shoe, I do think it was kind of a cool experience, and I think this was a right direction that Reebok is going with Boktober. But nonetheless, right, all the information on how to cop and, you know, more about the review of the sneaker will be on CH.PLifestyle.com, and I'll leave that link in the description below, so make sure you do check that out. But let me know what you think about the Boktober pack. Let me know about what you think about these particular sneakers. Do you think I should go all the way with the distressing, or, you know, let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. It does mean a lot. Until the next video, peace.